Are these cameras?
They are cameras.
Are they watching me?
No, nobody's watching me.
I cannot pick my nose anymore.
Right?
What? Monday?
Are you okay?
I'm not okay, I just like one.
Okay, let's see. Who is here?
Who is not here?
Wait.
Rian.
So we're missing one person, just Rion? Where's Rion? Is she gone today? She was gone in the last class?
Yeah.
Okay. That's so sad. There we go. Okay, great. How was everybody's weekend? I see Freddie is very
Great.
patriotic today. Celebrating the 4th of July still? Okay. Did you guys celebrate the 4th of July? Did you watch fireworks?
Yes.
Yeah? Some of you didn't have a choice. There was fireworks everywhere
Yeah.
all weekend. I was driving home yesterday and I saw lots of fireworks.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you go to a parade? Anybody?
Yes.
Yeah. Was there a parade in Provo?
Yeah, bro.
In Provo? Okay.
Where is that?
People were just sleeping on the sidewalk.
That's true.
Yeah, they wanted to keep their spots, right? They didn't want to
Uh-huh.
lose their spots. The parade, it's a big deal to have a good spot. Okay. Did anyone go to a barbecue?
Me.
Yeah? Okay, that's a popular thing to do, is go to a barbecue, eat hamburgers and hot dogs, chips,
Oh, I had some.
salad.
No good food.
Lots of American food. Okay. Was this anyone's first 4th of July in the United States? Everybody's been here before.
No,
Nice.
Who's your first?
Oh, my years old. Or July.
Okay, good. Great. I'm glad you had a good weekend. What's going on here? Someone drew on this. Okay, that's okay.
Oh.
Okay, so prayer is going to be by Soraya. Is Soraya here? Can you give us a prayer?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Our dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this day and for the opportunity we have to be here at class. We please ask thee to help us learn the things that wants us to learn so that we can progress and be better at school. We also ask thee to help us remember the things that we studied so we can have good grades in our quizzes. And we thank thee for all that thou hast given us, and we say these things in the name of thy Son, Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's go over our week a little bit. So Monday, obviously you didn't have class, there was no homework. So today we'll do our quiz. Everybody knows about the quiz. No shocked faces. Okay, good. And then tonight you'll also have your listening log, okay? Listening log 9. And then we're going to do the LMS this week. So you will have your LMS assignment. I believe we're on Unit 4 now, I think.
385.
No idea.
No, we're on to Unit 4. We were on Unit 3 for a long time. I think we're on Unit 4 now. But it'll say on Canvas. Whatever Canvas says is what you do, okay? Canvas is more powerful than me. Okay? And then listen and respond. So it's a normal week besides Monday we didn't have class. Okay? And we're going to work on narration in the past and the future today, or this week. Okay, any questions about homework or the agenda for the week? No? Okay, are you ready for your quiz? You need to clear your desk. You should only have a piece of paper and a pencil on your desk. Paper and pencil. No more last minute studying. Done?
You need to? You need paper?
Paper and pencil only.
Well, pencil, pen, and
Yeah.
that's the paper of success.
Paper of success.
Aaron, can you give me one?
I know.
My pen?
No, I don't got it. I'm waiting for
Okay, are you ready? Okay, this room is smaller than usual, so please only look at your own paper. If I see your eyes wandering, I will take your paper. Okay? Also, do not talk during the quiz. Do not shout out the answer. In my last class, someone said the answer to a question out loud while the quiz was still going. So then everyone got the correct answer. That's bad. I mean, it's good for everyone to get the correct answer, but you shouldn't be telling other people the answer. Okay?
Okay.
I'm going to give you the definition again, and I want you to write the word. I will give you the first letter of the word, because I'm so generous and kind. Okay?
Nice.
Okay. So, number 1. Again, I'm going to read the definition. Number 1, limited. Limited. 2, an action that is taken to stop something negative from happening. An action that is taken to stop something negative from happening. 3, a person who studies a subject in detail to discover new information about it. A person who studies a subject in detail to discover new information about it. Okay, number 4, information or facts about something. Information or facts about something. Oh. And number 5, a test to find out how effective or safe something is. A test to find out how effective or safe something is.
Easy.
Maddie never says it's easy. Okay, do you need me to repeat any of these?
Yeah, 4, please.
Number 4?
Yeah.
Okay, number 4 is information or facts about something. Freddie, please be quiet. Information or facts about something. Anyone else need a repeat?
No.
Okay, make sure your name is on the top of your paper, and I will collect them. Thank you. Miguel, do you know what top means? It's okay. Just remember for next time. Okay, do I have everybody's quiz? Do you want me to go over the answers?
Yeah.
Number 1, what was number 1?
Control.
Control, yes. Number 2?
Prevention.
Precaution.
Oh no, I put prevention, but it works. It's the same.
It was precaution. Guys, what was number 3? Researcher. Number 4? Data. And number 5? Okay. Prevention was not one of our words this week. That was last week. The definition's a little bit different. So I hope you put precaution. Okay, good job.
I got the one.
Me too.
Okay. Give me one moment. Okay, so today we have another character strength lesson. Do you remember some of the past character strengths we talked about? I ask you this every week. What are some of the past character strengths we talked about? Kindness, we did talk about. What else? Remember?
Work.
Teamwork.
Love of learning.
Love of learning, yes. I think there was 2 more. Maybe 1 more. Remember?
Happiness?
No, that's a good topic. We haven't talked about that specifically.
Meditation.
Yeah.
We had meditation in one of that. That wasn't the topic though. And that was kindness. We did meditation. Okay. You guys are having trouble remembering, so am I. Let's see. Oh, we also talked about appreciation of beauty and excellence.
Oh, yeah.
Remember we had like the different nature things. Okay. Today our topic is going to be honesty.
Ooh.
That's my topic.
I don't think you need to be scared. It's okay. Okay, honesty. So. Okay, what do you guys know about honesty? This is a pretty broad topic. But what do we know about honesty?
Say the truth.
What?
Like tell the truth.
Okay, yeah, telling the truth. Okay, what have you learned about honesty in your life?
It's a personal choice.
Okay, it's a personal choice, yeah. You can choose to be honest. Like many things in life, right?
It's just the choice. I thought that everybody should be honest, not just the truth, right?
You think, okay, yeah, that's what you think. Everybody should be honest. It's up to, I mean, you can choose to be honest or you can choose not to be honest, right?
Honesty is when someone is not trying to I don't know how to say, trapacear?
Transplant.
I don't know how to say
Trampa.
Trespass.
Trespass?
No, trampa. It's a hacer
Cheating.
Oh,
cheating.
Yeah.
Oh, cheat. So not cheating, being honest. Kind of like when you just took your
Well,
quiz.
sometimes people can use honest to say like something
To hurt somebody.
to hurt somebody.
That's true, yeah. That's a good example. So sometimes honesty can be, if someone is too
And they
honest,
say, I'm honest.
maybe they're unkind about their honesty. That's true. Okay.
You know.
And I think we're gonna address that in this lesson. Okay. So yeah, we'll talk about some new vocabulary words, honesty, and we're gonna work on conditionals as part of grammar. Okay, to help in our speaking a little bit. Okay. Okay. So let's talk about the difference between. This picture is funny. Okay. Do you understand this?
Yes.
Okay. The difference between honest and dishonest. Okay, I'm being honest when I tell the truth. So the opposite of honest is dishonest. Okay, so we put this little dis on it, on the prefix on honest. So I'm being dishonest when I tell a lie. Okay. So we wouldn't say unhonest or not honest. We would say dishonest. Okay. And usually this prefix dis is similar to un or not. It kind of means the opposite of what it is. Okay. Honest, dishonest. Okay. Good. Here we go. And then we have another word. So sometimes my mother is very sincere when she says that she loves me. Okay, sincere is kind of like a synonym of honest. Sincere. She's being honest. She's being truthful. Okay. Unfortunately, his apology was insincere. Okay, so in is the opposite of sincere here. So when someone is insincere when they apologize, what does that mean?
Not to
They don't want
to
to.
Yeah, they don't really mean it. Okay? They're not, there's no feeling behind their apology maybe. Okay? Has this happened to anyone before?
Yes.
They've received an insincere apology?
Yeah.
Yeah, how do you feel when you get an insincere apology?
Angry.
Maybe angry? Yeah, you don't feel better,
I don't care
right?
anymore.
Okay.
Okay. I don't care.
Has anyone ever
I have
given
feelings
an
for that.
insincere apology? Said an apology insincerely?
Yeah, to
Always.
my brother.
To your
When my dad asked me, you need to apologize.
Okay, yes.
I'm sorry.
That's a good example. I've had the same thing happen where my mom makes me apologize to my sister. It's probably insincere. Okay? But hopefully you're learning a good lesson at least. Your parents are trying to teach you to be honest or sincere. Okay? Good. Sincere and insincere. Okay? The next word is conform. A man wants to conform the way he dresses to the way others dress. What do you think the word conform means here?
Like to blend.
Kind of to blend, to match, right? So a lot of people, so this man, who is the man that wants to conform?
The red.
The man in the middle, you think? Okay. So we see that he was wearing red and he tried to paint it green because he wants to conform. He wants to be like everybody else. Okay? When you conform, you want to be like the people around you.
And you want to fit?
Yeah, you want to fit in. Okay? So what do we think? Is conforming good or bad?
Good.
Because
Sometimes it's good. If culture is good.
Yeah, sometimes it's good. Sometimes
It
it's bad.
depends on your intentions.
Yeah, it depends. Yeah, that's a good example. It depends on your intention.
it depends how makes you feel.
And it depends on your feel. So sometimes when you're conforming, is that a possibility that you're being dishonest if you're conforming?
Like she said, like
Yeah,
irritation,
yeah.
if it is like hypocrite and you are not honest, because you want just to match, like being, because people around you love you like you are, but inside you are not.
Okay, that's true, yeah. So maybe you're hiding your real self. You're hiding who you are to conform. And that's kind of being dishonest sometimes.
With yourself too.
With yourself too, yeah. And sometimes conforming is okay. Sometimes it's good. Like in class, we don't want to be crazy all the time. We want to conform socially, right? And behave in class. But if we're being dishonest with ourselves and who we are, conforming is probably not a good thing. Yes, Maria?
Conform is like commodity,
Community?
community.
No, it's different than community. Maybe you conform with your community. Like you want to be like your community, so you
say
act like them.
Community or commodity? Feel comfortable.
Commodity?
Commodity.
Comfortable.
Like
Commodity.
comfortable?
Commodity, yeah.
Mm,
Conform and commodity.
no. Commodity?
Conform.
Comfortable.
It's like
It's not comfortable. It's like,
Yeah, it's
What's the word in Spanish?
no.
¿Cuál es la palabra en español?
it's used for other
Comodidad.
meaning. We
Comodidad.
use that
Yeah.
word for other meaning.
It's like being
Conform.
comfortable.
So it's difficult to
She means
explain.
being comfortable.
Ah, comfort. Comfort.
Yeah.
I guess if you want, someone might conform to feel more comfortable, okay, maybe, there you go. Maybe they're trying to conform so they feel more comfortable in their community. That might be a reason they conform, but it's not a synonym, okay, conform. So for example, in this picture, everyone is wearing green. He was wearing red, but he wants to conform. He wants to be like everybody else, so he paints himself green. He's like painting himself green. Okay. Can anyone think of a different example of conforming, maybe from your life? Conform? Or from, just an example.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ansha.
When you go to church, everybody dress very good, so you don't want to wear the t-shirt go to the church. That's
Okay, good, yeah.
Conform.
Good, you conform. So when we go to church, usually in our religion, people, like women, wear dresses or skirts. And if you wear pants, you're not conforming, okay? That's a good example.
Well,
Conform.
it depends on the person. I think it depends because you don't go to conform with the people for they to see like I'm the same as you. You go.
Okay, this is a good example. So maybe I'm not wearing a skirt because I want to conform. That's what I like to wear to church, right? Is that what you're saying? So some people, like, they want to dress on, like, their best clothes on Sunday. Some people, maybe they don't like doing it, but they do because everybody else does, so they're conforming. So it does depend on the intention in your mind, if you're conforming or if you're doing it because that's what you want to do. Does that help?
Yeah.
Maria, does that help you a little bit understand?
Yeah.
Okay, and we'll continue to talk about it. Okay, the next one. Government should be transparent about its policies. Transparent. What is transparent?
Clear.
Clear, yes. Example, this, oh, sorry.
Express.
This book or whatever they're holding is transparent. You can see through it. It's
Like
clear.
no hiding.
Yeah, not hiding anything. Okay? Who agrees with this sentence?
I'm not agree, but it's not possible.
Yeah, a lot of people say you agree, but it doesn't happen, right?
Yes.
It's not very true.
I
Yeah.
can see an airplane in the book.
Hold on, Soraya.
Can transparent mean being equal or like being just or
Nah.
because
No.
like that keeps going that sentence. Like the government should be equal.
Yeah, that's true.
Like,
It doesn't mean equal though. It means like clear and like we've talked in this class about the difference between implicit and explicit. Explicit, you're being transparent. I'm telling you exactly what I'm going to do or exactly what I want. Okay? Kind of like with the homework every week. I'm very transparent about the homework. I tell you exactly what you need to do for your homework. Right? I'm clear. You guys hopefully aren't confused about what I expect from you. Right? Does that help?
Open.
Yeah,
Right.
open.
Bright.
Bright? Yeah, sure. Depends on how you're using it. But yes, open, clear, not confused, okay? Transparent. Okay? Okay, I made a huge mistake, so I should give you an apology. Most people know what apology is. What's an apology?
to say sorry.
Say sorry, yeah. Saying you're sorry, you apologize to somebody. Okay?
You can just apologize for yourself, right?
Apologize.
You can apologize, yeah.
Apologize.
As a verb, it's apologize. Apology is a noun.
Can I say like she apologized?
She apologized. Yeah.
Apologized.
Mm-hmm.
It's a verb.
That's a verb.
Yes.
Yep. Apology is a noun. So we have the word and apology. Apologize is the verb. Apologize. Okay? Good. Okay, let's go to the next thing. Okay, so I want you to think of an example from a movie or a book. When has someone in a movie or a book lied? Maybe a famous story that you know, a movie that you've watched recently, or a book that you've read. Why did they lie, and how would the story be different if the person did not lie? Okay, I want you to think about these things and talk to your partner. Talk to your partner about this.
Like he was on me. He lied. He's dad.
I didn't ask him.
I never watched
Yeah, he was like,
I think if he didn't like only will love him, he's sweet.
he was not there because then he was
Look, you don't know what you're talking about. I feel
He was anonymous.
And you don't think
It's just that I don't remember. Like I watched the show, but I don't remember it.
one line about
For example,
me.
maybe they just wanted more roles. They're like,
You like that? I dare not want to.
Maybe he knows
Oh wait, the last one is the one that's right now.
But that's not
Can you anything?
I talked about honeymoon.
Okay, I want to hear some of the things you've talked about. So, when has someone in a movie or book lied? Like, who has a good example?
Me.
Okay, Edwin?
I don't know in English, but it's Mulan.
Mulan? Okay. How did Mulan lie?
He lied. She lied to like the army because everybody thought that she was a man.
Okay, good. She lied about being a woman,
Yeah.
right? Okay, so how would the story be different if she did not lie?
She wouldn't save like the king or
China.
China.
She wasn't her father.
She wouldn't have saved China, her father, okay?
Her father.
So this is an example of being dishonest, right? She was being dishonest.
Yeah.
Okay. But was it for a good reason? Yeah, it was for a good reason, right? She was trying to protect her country and her family. Okay, so sometimes maybe being dishonest is a good thing. It depends on your intentions.
It is a good thing.
Okay, that's a good example. Does anyone have a different example?
Yeah.
Ansha.
In Hunger Games, Katniss Everdeen, she lied on the last of the movie because she said like I'm in love with Peter Malak, but she didn't. So
Okay,
it was
good.
only for save her.
Why did she lie in that situation?
For save her life.
Yeah, she was trying to save her life.
They
Okay.
both lied because it was the same life as the Peter Malak.
Okay, good example. So how would it have changed if she was dishonest? Or sorry, if she was honest.
If she was honest, I don't know, maybe she was leave. She was leave because it was a plan. But
She would live? Is that what you said?
She would leave because it was the plan. She the only girl with life. But if she, yeah, I don't know.
but Peter died.
Yeah,
Peter will die.
Peter would have died. Okay, so she would
But
have.
she lied because she wanted to protect Peter.
Yeah.
Okay, good example. Does anyone else have a different example?
I have a different.
Sue?
Aladdin.
Aladdin.
No, I didn't like that. Then he was a prince when he was very poor. He was a thief.
He was a thief, yeah. So being a thief is an example of being dishonest. Good. So these are all examples of like people being dishonest and the outcome.
Cinderella too.
They're trying to good. They're trying to protect themselves or help other people with their dishonesty. Okay. So sometimes, like Michelle was saying in the beginning, maybe you're doing good things with your dishonesty or you're trying to help or something. Okay. But it's not always good, right? We usually know when the difference between being dishonest for a good reason or a bad reason is, right? Okay, so with a partner now, I want you to talk about what does honesty mean to you? What is the definition? Why is it important? Talk about honesty. What does it mean for you personally? Okay, talk to your partner.
You try to
It's a lot.
Just like
you're honest people.
I don't know, like
Yeah, that's the copy. You will like to ask me to do the steps for the 24 characteristics. The third one, my honest. Now that I know that, because sometimes you maybe I have
No, es impossible.
I want to believe you.
When you hide something, when you don't say something, it's dishonest. When
You will have a lot of
So we are not
Do you believe in Jesus Christ?
Okay.
Yes or no?
You have tried like
Yeah, you say yes.
I didn't pay attention.
Yeah, I know, but you know, imagine that situation. Yeah, well, that's
I remember when you was
I tried to be honest, but it
for one year.
Okay, what do you think? What does honesty mean? And it might be different for some people. That's okay. For some people, maybe it's really, really super important. Some people, maybe it's not as important. Remember at the beginning of the semester, we took our character strength quiz, and it listed your like top 5 character strengths. Okay, some of you had honesty in your top 5, meaning it's probably really important to you. Some of you maybe not. Okay, so what does honesty mean to you guys? Yeah, Danny?
I think honesty means more than just tell the truth.
Okay, more than telling the truth. What do you mean by that?
Maybe also showing your beliefs and your thoughts by your actions.
Yeah.
Okay, your actions, your beliefs, and your thoughts with your actions. Okay. Can you give me an example?
I don't know. For example, Alan and I, we were talking about finding a credit card. So for example, you can try to find the owner, but you won't be able, right? Maybe you can go to the bank, but they won't give you information about the person. So just keep it and try don't use it. It will be like honest.
Okay. Okay, so if you find a credit card on the ground, for example, you don't know who to bring it to.
Use the money.
You shouldn't use it, right? That would be dishonest. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, that's a good example. Okay, so the things you do should show that you're an honest person. That's what Kenny thinks. Okay, anyone else have something else they want to share? What honesty means to them?
The honor code.
The honor code, what about it?
To follow the honor code.
Huh?
To obey the honor code.
Okay, so you feel like it's honest to obey the honor code as a student at BYU?
Yeah, because we signed for this.
Right, yeah, you signed a waiver saying that you would, or a form saying that you would follow the honor code. So if you're not following the honor code, that is kind of a form of dishonesty. You said you would, and then you didn't. Okay, that's a good example. Yeah, Aaron?
I think honesty is more like on ourselves, that in public. I don't know if I'm expressing myself well, but it's like it's easier to be honest in front of people than being honest when we are alone. Because it's easier, you know, to cheat or to, I don't know, to be dishonest when nobody's watching or when nobody's around us. I mean, it's in general. And with basically when people are watching or in a crowd, it's easier. Like we are honest.
Yeah, okay, who agrees with Aaron? It's easier to be honest when you're around other people, right? Okay, sometimes that's true, kind of like what Danny was saying. Even if other people aren't watching, we should still be honest. If that's what you feel that you need to be, right? You shouldn't be different around other people. That's a form of honesty, to be the same as you are with people as you are when you're alone. Okay. Good, that's a good example. Sometimes, after hearing Aaron's example, I was thinking sometimes maybe, depending on the people you hang out with or you're around, maybe it's easy to be dishonest. Okay? Sometimes people help you to be dishonest even though that's not how you want to be. That's another form of conforming, right? If you are with people that are dishonest and like a bad influence maybe, you conform to them because you want to fit in, right? but even though that's not who you are really, okay? Yeah.
Yesterday we were in the lake and we found $5.
Okay.
And we took it. This is dishonesty.
It depends on okay. Let's not condemn Freddie. Let's not judge him. Okay? It depends on how you feel. Okay? I can't tell you whether or not that's dishonest.
It's because the lake we stayed until late and no one was looking for it.
I think if no one does.
Okay, that's a difficult situation. Sometimes,
lucky.
guys, please be quiet. Sometimes it depends on how you feel. Maybe if you could sometimes people feel like they should hand it in, sometimes people feel okay taking it. I'm not trying to condemn anybody with this lesson. Okay?
Yeah.
Yes.
I will.
Sorry.
Go ahead, Michelle.
Well, for example, when a family is really poor and they found like golden earring or something in the ground, and it's lost, and the poor family found that, and they think that it's the like blessing because God put that gold earring there for them. So sometimes it can be like if it's really necessary to you, for you need money in this moment, and you couldn't find anyone to like give them, you can maybe keep it. But sometimes if you are like you don't need the money, well, maybe you can just put the money again there, and if like the poor people that really need it, like take the money and use it for the thing. I don't know.
Don't take it. Go to the police.
Yeah,
That's a lot of money.
Or put in a book and then there will be a present.
I'm feeling bad, man.
Stop talking. Okay, Danny has something to say.
I think that a sin is always a sin, even if it is like really small or really small. It is a sin. So I think sometimes it is excused. For example, the army, the soldiers, they need to kill people. And that's a sin, right?
Oh,
Of
yeah.
course. But they are excused because it's like something that the government is asking them to do. So it kind of like applies differently.
Okay, again, I want to emphasize, honesty is like your own personal, how you feel about it, right? We were talking in the beginning about people that were dishonest, like Mulan, okay? She was dishonest for a good reason. She was trying to do something good, okay? Or, I don't know, poor people, like Michelle's example, okay? So I think it's up to you, how you feel. I cannot tell people how to act. I'm not a perfect example. I'm a person too, I make mistakes. I've been dishonest in my life at times. Okay, everybody has, right?
Yeah.
But it's how you feel. It's what your core beliefs are, your values, and it's up to you, the decision. And when is a good time to be honest and when is a good time to maybe not be honest. Okay? We've seen and heard examples of dishonesty that are well intended. They have good intentions. Okay? So I'm not trying to tell you what is honest and what is not honest. Okay? But I think it's a good thing to practice and study or talk about when is a good time, what is the difference between right and wrong for your personal beliefs? When is a good time to be honest or when is maybe not? Okay? So that's kind of what we're talking about. I'm not trying to judge anybody about when they were dishonest or something like that. Okay, so right now, I'm going to give you this paper. It has many scenarios on it, and you're going to work in groups and decide whether the person was honest or dishonest, maybe what they should do or shouldn't do in these situations. But first, we're going to look at one together. Okay? So this one, does anyone want to read this for us? It's a scenario. Yeah, Soraya, go ahead.
George is a really busy student. He works 20 hours a week and he is a full-time student. He has a paper due in class, but he doesn't have enough time to write it. So he decides to purchase a paper online. He goes to a paper mill, site that creates papers for school, and he buys a paper. He doesn't need an A in the class, but he thinks the paper is good enough for a B. He puts his name on the paper and turns it in.
Okay, thank you, Soraya. So what do we think about this? What did he do that was either honest or dishonest? Yeah, Aaron?
I think that's dishonest.
Okay, why?
well, I can tell by my youngest peers that work in 20 hours, and even if you have a family or a lot of things, you have time to do that. And even if you don't have time to do that, you can talk to the teacher for the reasons, and then he can give you more time. But that's basically plagiarism. It's on your own work, and you are being graded for something that you didn't do.
Okay, good. So Aaron said a couple things. He said he's being dishonest, one, and he said maybe what he could have done instead. One, he thinks that Aaron thinks that he could have found time to do this. Even though you're really busy, you can still find time to do your homework, maybe. Okay? And even if you don't find time, you can still talk to your teacher and say, hey, I didn't have time to do this. Can I get an extension? Whatever. Can I hand it in late? Okay? Good. Does anyone else have a different opinion or a different thing that he think he could have done? We all agree with Aaron?
Yes.
Okay, this is pretty obviously dishonest, probably a bad thing to do. Okay? For example, if you did that in a writing class, if your teacher found out, they would probably give you a 0 on the paper. Okay? So this is an example of being dishonest. Miguel, this is an example of dishonesty where you're hurting yourself, right? He's not really hurting anybody else. How is George hurting himself with his actions?
He can learn.
Yeah, he didn't write the paper, so he didn't learn anything by doing this assignment.
And he's
Okay?
getting used to do that all the time. Like he will do the same like often.
Okay, you think he'll repeat this action?
Yeah,
Okay,
he
Danny?
And probably no one will believe him again.
Right, his teacher, if he found out that he did it, he might not trust him, right? That's another consequence of dishonesty. People don't trust you, maybe. Okay, so this scenario is on this paper, so don't do that one. You can skip it, because we already did it together. But in your groups, just go through some of these. There's a lot. There's a front and a back. So go through some of them together and decide, just like we did here. How is the person dishonest? What could they have done? How is the person honest? Okay? We're going to work in groups of 3. So we'll do 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 3 here. 1, 2, 3. Someone left. Yeah, when Gracie comes back.
You only need to write a bit more.
I just write
You already got
Only read.
And we need to discuss.
Discuss about.
Miss, if we need to discuss them, like read one and then discuss
Yeah.
them and then the other.
Yeah, discuss it, talk about it like we did with this scenario.
That way you learn as well. If she just only like copy and paste in Spanish, her not fluent, her not whatever it is.
Well, if we
Dishonest for her,
I
and
don't
it
know
will
let's think first. What is she dishonest?
But for me,
She has to write in
There's a lot of
English and one in English and then put on
I don't feel like it's that bad.
and that's not
Yeah, it's not very
that's not an excuse. You can always come
Betty needs to write
isn't it like honest, dishonest for herself?
You can write on it.
Well, like, I'm not learning English, that's
but maybe
Professor,
I like reading the text. That's a normal design.
It's very busy.
So yeah, I think that
Because you will have to present an international conference.
well, like they change stuff. I think it's if they just copy and paste it.
And then also if you just copy and paste.
Okay, Maria. Are you okay, Maria? What's wrong?
Okay, let's talk about
Okay, let's look at it. Kelly needs to write a paper in class.
she decides to translate
Okay.
Then,
So you have to decide.
They
translate.
Okay, that's what you feel. So you think she should study the grammar and not translate the
I think
sentence?
it's on all the teachers.
Okay, so you think maybe writing a sentence in a translator speaking in a YouTube paper is bad? You guys decided? It's not your chance. Sorry, it's not on us.
I know
Okay, yeah,
what
so
brings
right?
You don't know it because you do it.
No, I don't do it because I don't read the translator, but I don't feel like
But
it's
that
on
doesn't
it.
make sense. That doesn't mean that you need to copy and paste. It's
Again, this
it's
depends
like
on
some details that you
Okay.
know.
So if you're doing that, you're probably not really learning by doing that all the time. You're probably okay to do it sometimes, right? If you don't know how to say the sentence, or if you're trying to communicate with somebody and you need to say something to them. In classes, when you're writing a paper, it's probably better to use Word to make mistakes. Because when you make mistakes, you
Sometimes when I write I write first so that I think what you know Chinese then even
you check it and it's
check it see
okay, this is a good way to learn, right? Because you think, okay, did I make the sentence is correct? If it's incorrect, you see, oh, I need to do this word, or I need this
but
instead.
yellow right in the
Again, it's up to you. What you feel inside, okay? If you feel that this is okay, okay. If your teacher says not to do it, then you probably shouldn't do it. But if you think it's okay, and your teacher is okay with it, just
because the Mongolian want to find
Because if you don't agree,
often English
I with the boat watching
So for example, I didn't write this. For me, I don't know who wrote it. So I could say, they work together.
I always keep the English name and you keep typing name.
But if it's okay if I translate they are like influential. For example, there's Nisha. What's
I am hungry.
And then if you say something like Sarah, you say, oh, it's probably a girl. Oh, where is she from? And then you can change your
Pero en este caso,
I don't know, it's they.
Or you can say, there's a they, or you can use he or she. Where is he or she from? It's more common when speaking, especially to say they.
I think this is.
I don't know. Okay, finish up the one that you're on, and then then we'll stop.
So like,
Let's go to another one. I think it is.
I think all of this is this is a good reason to build this on this, but you cannot do this. Maybe he might it helps you memorize it. That way, when you go what you will write, how you will write.
Like, he told
It's
him
not
about the
bad.
other, the guy who needs to do the work.
This is really bad. He
You
just
just
made
pay
dishonest.
attention, wrote anything.
Suggestions.
He did it
Do
for
here
himself
homework,
anyway.
not just the same.
¿La pruebas?
I think it's good.
Why do you ask for help?
She doesn't.
Yours
Yours
is
is
good
good.
advice.
She tried
Makes sense.
her
Tony
best.
and G are today. They complete the homework assignment together.
And so like,
Yo, I don't know, Phil.
We just
Here, frame, so range.
Oh, really?
And
Okay.
point those notes and
Tony and
contact.
G are studying together.
So the suggestions.
They complete the homework assignment.
You can write.
Okay.
I think it's dishonest because, for example,
Okay, I have.
saying justice.
Okay, I have enough of these for everybody. If you want one, you can have one for your own personal use. This was just an activity to help you see, okay, again, honesty, like we decided at the beginning, to be honest or dishonest is a choice, right? It's up to you. These scenarios are examples of people choosing, and some of them chose dishonest or honest, I don't know. It's up to you though. How do you feel about honesty? What do you feel is honest or dishonest? Okay. If you want one, you can come get one after class. Okay. You don't have to, but those are to keep. Okay. We're gonna move on to something different now. We're gonna talk about conditional. Okay. So this is an example of how conditional works. You probably have seen this before. Okay. So we start with an if clause. So all conditionals will have an if clause and a main clause, and they can be moved around. Okay, the if clause is if plus a simple past, and the main clause, in this case, there's lots of different types of conditionals. This is the one we're doing today. So the main clause has would or wouldn't. Okay, so example, if I was honest, okay, so this is not saying that you aren't honest, so it's like, if I was honest, I wouldn't be so stressed. Okay? This maybe is true for you, maybe not. This is just an example. Okay? The other one, if the students studied, they would do well on the test. Okay? So we have if, simple past, and then subject plus would, okay? And simple present, do well on the test. Okay? So, in this first sentence, let's look at this one. Can we switch this around? Can we change the main clause to be in the front?
Yeah.
Okay, what would it say?
I wouldn't be so stressed if I was honest.
Good, I wouldn't be so stressed if I was honest. Okay, when we do that, we don't need this comma anymore. Okay, that's the only difference.
Oh, really?
Yes. So if the if clause is in the front, we need the comma. Okay. Okay, what about the second sentence? Can we switch that around?
Yeah.
What would it say, Maria?
If the student studied, they would do well on the test.
Okay, but can we switch it?
Yes, yes.
Yes? What would it say if we switched it?
They will do well on the test if the students study.
Good, yes, perfect. So we would just get rid of the comma.
Without comma.
Okay,
I have
so
a
these
question.
clauses can be switched around. Yes, Evan.
When you use if I, you can use if I were honest.
If I were honest. Yeah, that actually is good too. How you found me? Sorry.
I did find you. Thank you.
Okay, yeah, you will hear both, if I was honest or if I were honest. Okay, and that's a more of a grammatical question. We can talk about that in another time. Okay, right now I want to practice these. So I'm going to give you this paper. Right now, whoops. Right now we're only looking at this top section. Don't look at this yet. We're going to do that in a moment. Okay, so we're only looking at 1 through 9. Okay. It says on here that you need to rewrite the sentence in a conditional, but here, let me explain before.
I have a question. Conditionals only is in the past. It cannot be in the future.
They can't. There are future conditionals. That's why I was saying we're just looking at one type. There's lots of types of conditionals. There's like future, present, real, and unreal, and you'll learn about them more in your grammar classes. We could also talk about them more in this class because they're very useful. Okay, once you get your paper, I'm going to explain what I want you to do. Did everyone get one?
Good one. No.
Okay, does everyone have a paper? Okay, please don't run it yet. Okay, so it says, rewrite the sentences in the example. Okay, you want to write them as a conditional. So let's look at this first one. I don't have a bicycle, so I walk to school. So the person said, if I had a bicycle, I wouldn't walk to school, right? Okay, let's look at number 2. I don't necessarily want you to write. I want you to work with a partner. If you want to write it, that's okay too. But I want you to work with a partner and practice speaking them. Okay, so let's look at number 2 together first, Maria. Number 2. We don't have a computer, so we don't send emails. How can we make that a conditional? If we had a computer,
We would send emails.
we would send emails, right? We're saying would because we don't have a computer. It's like, it's kind of a, we're putting it in the past because it's not real, right? If we had a computer, we would send emails, but we don't, so we don't.
It's a negative, no?
No.
Okay.
It wouldn't make sense.
We can make it negative. Can we make it negative? Well,
It is a
You
negative.
you can say if I had not had a computer.
if I didn't have a computer,
Oh, if I
wouldn't send emails.
I wouldn't send emails.
But that means that you have a
But-
computer.
Yeah. So, let me explain this. Okay. We don't have a computer, so we don't send emails. Okay. So the truth is that we don't have a computer, but we want it to be conditional. If I had a computer, I would send emails. That's the if. Okay. Right? They're kind of like wishful thinking. Okay.
I have
So-
a question for the top line. So with the negative, like, if I did that.
Hold on one second. Let me tell you in a second. Okay. So I want you to work with your partner. Change all of these sentences into a conditional. Okay? You don't have to write them. You can just speak. Okay? But if you want to write, you can. Okay? Work with a partner. But if you didn't,
I would travel around the world.
You would have school right now.
But you do.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Are we writing it?
But I work with the
If I do a lesson, if
I don't know this.
If I
Didn't know.
You're doing your marriage, you're like a kid.
Thank you.
I don't know.
Didn't love music. I wouldn't hear all my
If I were a player,
I would.
I would be in the school team.
If I wouldn't be,
If I would have good.
if I was not in the school team, I would have been.
Where is it? Oh, yeah, I got it.
If I'm not in the team,
If
I
I
were
was
a player,
Yeah.
I'll be in the school team.
Now I get it. I thought you did it. If I didn't do a lot of exercise,
If I was a good player.
That he is a good player. It means that he is a
May I?
good player. Right?
So he watches American TV shows.
If I wasn't a good
Or if I
player,
were.
I wouldn't.
You
You wouldn't watch it.
Okay, so if I want
Oh, wait.
If
I do a lot of exercise. So
If I were to be a good player, I don't know. If I was a good player.
if I didn't do a lot of exercise.
Okay, so some of these,
Very fit.
I'm gonna like cut you off. If you're not finished, that's okay. I think some of these are a little bit difficult. We might talk about these more tomorrow, okay? Because I think it's a good skill to have. But right now, we're gonna move on to the next part. This is a questionnaire. It says, are you an honest person? Okay, so you need to circle the correct answer for yourself. So you're thinking about yourself only, okay? So just answer the questions, okay? And then after you answer the questions, there's this little scale here. You count up your answers, okay? You count up your answers, and then your points just help you decide whether or not you're honest, okay?
Okay.
Okay? So for example, if you have a lot of
If you saw someone.
you count up your points, okay? And then your points are based on, you get your results here. Okay, so go ahead and answer those questions.
I'm so sorry, but
I'm not answering this question. Let's see. No, don't ask because if you ask, always will be a person.
You missed this. So don't worry about that. We're doing this right now. Okay, some of these questions, it really depends on the scenario, so just give your best answer, okay? It's hard. Freddie, I am sorry. I'm not trying to call you out, but
I was not the one who stayed with them.
I understand. It's okay. You don't have to confess to me. I don't.
Replace it, no way.
I'm not liking these questions.
A? Okay. What is it, A?
I'm not sure why. It's hard.
Oh, B.
Okay, so A, if you, on number 1, if you answer.
0 points. Second one.
Okay, for the scale, you guys, so they have the questions numbered. There was 5 questions, right? So in number 1, if you answered A, you got 4 points.
Yeah.
B, 2 points. C, 0 points. Okay, so count up your the amount of points that you have.
I'm not really honest.
Each question is different, okay?
You're often honest.
I'm not really honest.
You watch the further time, so maybe you do something.
No, I'm
Yeah.
not.
The brother question just killed me because I have 0 in the brother. Like I don't care about my brother.
¿Cuántos estudios tienes?
Not true. Like, you are
Yeah, that's true. I like life. You have to like.
We're not just friends.
It's about we are here.
Okay, so some of you hopefully are finished. Okay, this questionnaire